Good morning, afternoon, nearly evening. My name's Richard Lannen, rhymes with a cannon, and this is my daily vlog, largely dedicated to the space that I'm in currently, my wife's new tea room. Today hasn't really gone to plan, and we haven't got as much done as we wanted. So I'm in the tea room now. So the aim is to get them, at least the men's toilet stripped, maybe the screen and the ladies stripped. That's the aim. So let's see how I get on. Welcome to the vlog. So first things first, working in the evening brings attention to the fact that people look in, which isn't a bad thing, but there is a whole YouTube channel dedicated to keeping an eye on things if you're really interested. The decision has been made to do something about this. Give us a little bit of privacy while we're working, or give me enough privacy so that when I'm randomly talking to a camera, I'm not worried about people outside. Now, this is annoying slightly because I really do like doing the time lapses where people go past, but I just have to do them from outside. So to create the screen, I am using one product that I've watched my father do it for years. Any task that involved decorating in the house some way, he always used this product. Now, I haven't used the exact product from work because that would be stealing from work. But this is a cream cleaner. It's a UPVC cream cleaner, and basically it's designed for frames. It can do a very good job of cleaning up frames. You only really need it for the white. I mean, if you've got a coloured foil profile, see, you're getting a bit of double glazing advice now, not just tea room stuff. If you've got a coloured profile or a wood grain foil, you won't really need a cream cleaner. But what I use this for is for blocking out glass, which means you can create a screen. Just seeing if there's a bit of a fog on there. Is that fog? No, maybe not. And then, yeah, so as soon as you're finished and you'd like it to be clear again, you can just wipe it off with a cloth. It's that simple, and it technically cleans the glass a little bit as well. A cream cleaner is designed for the white profile, and it's got a very, very fine grit inside, which helps to rub off any of the stains. Now, this can work very well with another cleaner, a solvent cleaner, which between the two of them, you can bring white back to white. And I will show you, there is a window in the kitchen that I need to revamp, and I will show you exactly what I do on that, just to show you how to take an old greasy white window and make it look like brand new with literally 2 cleaners. 3 if you include the glass cleaner, because I do that. So stick with me. If cleaning and double glazing is the thing you're into, subscribe. If tea rooms and watching them being built are what you're into, subscribe. But anyway, so first job, make these obscure. And that's it, all covered up, obscure. And just with a simple bottle of this costs you a few pounds, if you really need to, you can quickly wipe it off to see who's there at the door, or make a little hole to look out, and you can always just read to patch it up. So it saves time to mess around with boards, paper, anything like that. It's efficient and effective. I'll just show you what it looks like from outside so you can see what it looks like. And that's it, complete privacy now. I can play with the toilet as much as I want and no one knows what we are doing. Now, onto the toilets. So, I am going to be talking about toilets. As the title of this video suggests, this video is largely dedicated to the toilets, but they are important and I will explain why. Whenever you go to a restaurant or somewhere to eat, one thing a lot of people judge the place on is the toilet, because if they're clean and tidy, you'll assume that the kitchen's clean and tidy, amongst other things, and it's just how we tend to work. So the toilets are very, very important to us, and mainly Sophie. Amongst other things, we're spending the most amount of time and money on these. Now, they will both be completely redesigned, but the toilet talk comes in is because when we first found this place, hang on, I don't want to just keep floating in that corner. That's better. So when we first found this place, the toilets were very appealing to me because I said, oh, there are 2 and there is a male and there is a female. So in the male toilet, there is actually a urinal. Now this, to me as a man, is very important. Urinals are quick, efficient. You get in, you get out, there's no messing around. And technically, that made the male toilet more efficient because there was also a loo and a urinal. So there's 2 toilets effectively. That's double the uses. And you can sort of do the 2. Now, Sophie's idea was, and I completely see it now, when she first suggested it, I was sort of disappointed, but it makes complete sense to me when you really think about it. Now, 70 to 80% of Sophie's customers are probably ladies. And there is one thing that happens in a lot of places that you will quite often see a toilet queue for the ladies, but not the gents. That is something that Sophie feels very strongly about. She's decided that she would like both toilets unisex so that they can both be used by male or female, but let's face it, majority of the time they will be used by the ladies, and that both toilets will have baby change facilities. There's nothing worse. When we first had Molly 3.5 years ago, we were always looking for places that had good facilities to allow for a pram to come in, toilet facilities, and really nice baby change facilities. You hear all sorts of stories where people are leaving horrible, disgusting things on the changing mats that are in there. So we were very cautious about where we took Molly and changed her, but more often than not there was usually only a baby change facility in the ladies' toilets, which meant kind of good for me in a way, because it meant that I wasn't able to change her and Sophie had to do it, which, as you're a new mum, there's plenty to be getting on with anyway. If there's one thing that can reduce your stress, it's the dad taking the baby to the toilet and getting the baby changed or out of the mess it's in. Unisex makes sense to me. It's still double their toilets. They will be open toilets. The screens are coming out. That's what I'm planning on taking out now. Urinals coming out. There'll only be 1 toilet in each, but you'll have enough space to put your bag down. Probably at a squeeze get a pram in there if you really needed to, but the aim is mainly baby bag, a nice safe space inside to put your baby down on, change, and then be fine. I mean, oh, that's BT. I've just got to let them know that the BT phone line's working still and that everything's working in terms of speeds and broadband, which was another reason I came here. But I will just now, I'll do that first before I forget. I'll just show you existing female toilets. So basically, Sophie would like, let me get the wide on this. So Sophie would like this screen taken out. Now, this side here is pretty much how we want things. We don't really want to change that too much, but ideally this sink would be over here a little bit more, which will give you all this kind of space for baby change. Sophie doesn't want this screen in, and effectively all this, everything you see here will just be 1 toilet. Now you have to excuse the fan. It's an extractor fan that comes on cleverly on a sensor, but whoever put it in failed to put in a timer with it so that it senses, it triggers, it then the extractor is triggered for say 2 minutes, then shuts off. That usually gives enough time for the person to come in, use the loo and then go. What this one does, as soon as it stops sensing you, it stops and then senses me again and it kicks back in. So that needs to be changed, but that's an electrician's job. And I've just had a quick look at this, and basically it's pretty straightforward. I want to leave that whole side in anyway for the time being, in this toilet, the left-hand toilet. Running through here, as you can see, is a pipe. If you follow it through, it's just a waste pipe, it's a bit dark in there, for the sink. And it runs all the way through, connects it with the toilet, and they both go off to be wherever the waste goes. So that's going to slow me down slightly now. Straight away, this seems slightly easier, so I may start with this because it'll just show me how it comes off. But you see the urinal there, the pipe just goes underneath, which means I haven't got to go through anything. You also see this side is slightly smaller, which means this will go and we'll build up this counter very much like next door. So it's longer. I think that's just a posi screwdriver. Right, here we go. These are really in there. This is not as easy as I thought. Big mistake. Ta-da! Right, so I'm just going to take these brackets off the wall clean up, don't like leaving a mess, and then I need to get home because 2 reasons. 1, parking's nearly run out. I parked a little bit closer rather than do the long term. And 2, I promised Sophie we'd have a bit of an evening to watch a film, get the duvet down, do something like that anyway, so. Right, so that's it. Cleaned, ready to go. One last view. So this is what it looks like without the screen. Much bigger. And if we compare it to the same size room in this one with the screen. Right, so now it's a quick pack up and it's home time. I'm just trying to work out whether I should possibly go through the drive-through, get a cheeky little milkshake, maybe a hot chocolate on the way. Right, and that's it. Time to go to bed. So tomorrow we are actually having another Christmas day at my mum and dad's. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Until next time.